You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show. Hello and welcome to Movie Vaders for the Farx Brothers. I'm Kirk.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Rick.
I'm Ben.
And we're joined by Movie Man T. This is this is spoilers for 28 years later, Bone Temple. Get your rage on.
Get your rage on.
I should have said your boner on, right?
Get your boner on.
Yeah.
Get your boner. Hang out with your wang out.
It's a lot of dong in this movie.
Killian Murphy is
Yeah,
the producer on this. Like, how much is he making off of this one? You know. I know you know.
He produced the first one, too.
What? Oh, so he's just getting, like, mad, like...
I mean, 28-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it producer or executive producer?
Executive producer. So it was just, throwing him a little bone, financial bone because they're teasing, probably because they were teasing his involvement so hard. I mean, because people really thought he was going to be in 28-1.
Yes.
But then it turned out, so,
He's in this one, though.
Yeah.
That's what we're...
Shows up like 5 minutes before it ends.
Yes, he shows up for the coda. Because they do a whole movie, and then they give you, like, and here's what the next one might be about. Ooh.
Do you think they didn't go back to the Bone Temple again?
Our one expensive actor, his character died, but we've got another one who's going to be in the next one.
Well, do you think Jack O'Connell was inexpensive? Like, he's not nominated.
I mean, he's not going to... I doubt he's making Ray Fiennes money. Yeah. I mean, probably good money. But he's more like, kind of last year was his breakout year.
I don't think we've seen the last of him.
Oh, you think he comes back? Well, he get jumped by that zombie.
You don't see him die, though. They cut to black.
He could be
So
a
the
zombie,
devil saved him?
That's what I was telling Nick on the way out. If he's watch him come back as like a zombie villain, would be kind of cool.
Like a
Oh,
smart zombie villain? Because, like, now the zombies can talk, and I like that.
Only one
you can
zombie
fix
can talk.
them.
or
For now.
yeah, if you fix them with enough morphine, I guess.
And other pills. I think it was more than just morphine.
Yeah.
It's a cocktail.
It was, it was a cocktail of antipsychotics. The Day of the Dead plotline.
I haven't seen it.
Which kind of represents kind of like the one ray of hope in this movie, which is, the 28 franchise largely seems to be like, when a society doesn't have any hope left, it goes insane. And
Yeah, but
that was especially hammered home.
I don't remember how much
one.
of the world is infected. Because if they're quarantined here...
Yeah, but it like I'm talking within Britain itself, because there's no way out, and like there are flesh-eating freaks everywhere.
Or people who are disposed to a lot of violence, for sure. And I still think that goes back to the 9/11 thing, because, like, society felt hopeless, and that's what people found as, like, a counterpoint in the first one.
Yeah, and it really culminates, I think, in this film in that barn scene, which is genuinely very upsetting.
When they're skinning people?
Yeah, when they're skinning people.
That's heavy Clockwork Orange right there.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
Although it is the only one time they do something really, really extreme.
Well, that they show. We know they've done more.
Yeah, and
because they clue at it in the first movie with the hanging body that has Jimmy.
Oh.
And it's one of those. Once you've shown them like flaying the top halves of people's bodies, you don't need to show them doing anything else.
I would have liked the other charities they could have shown. Wherever that could have been.
No, I think you fairly well established the thing you're trying to.
Fairly established the thing you're trying, that they're
violent. And the fact that it's people dressed as Jimmy Savile, if you're a British viewer, that carries a certain semiotic significance.
It's like somebody just put on Mr. Rogers' sweater, or Bob Barker's cool suit, and now they're cutting you up.
Yeah.
The price is wrong, bitch. And he skins her.
Yeah.
Thanks for the charity.
I feel sick because I was eating during that movie, and now I'm eating talking about it, and it's like, they showed Samson eating brain matter, which was whiter than I expected.
Is that the first time we've seen that?
I don't recall
I've never
seeing
seen
the
that before.
infected eating brains. Like even in a lot of zombie movies, you very rarely see them, even though that is like the line.
Brains.
Right.
Yeah, it's really just the Return of the Living Dead movies, which are like a parody. Even the first thing you see him do is like pull out someone's skull like fucking Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And
Did anybody else think there was?
It's sort of this thing where like I think it's acknowledging like no, just because they're not supernatural doesn't mean this is realistic, because it's not.
I think it was what?
Did anybody else think it was Aaron Taylor Johnson for a minute? At the
I
arrow
thought it
guy?
was,
Yeah. that was
Arrow
good.
guy. And I was like, oh my god, they're going to kill him this quick? Oh, that's just a look-like.
Yeah, they probably wanted us to think it was him because we don't see him in this, so we don't
Which,
know.
yeah, that kind of shocked me.
Well, we don't go back to that island because they're just all off on their own now with keeping themselves away from
There's a
each other.
lot of interwebs coming. There's a lot of open threads right now. You got the baby, then the pregnant lady
Yeah,
got
the
away.
pregnant lady. Yeah, what happened to her?
Yeah, that's
A
right.
pregnant lady? Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that pregnant
Cillian
lady.
Murphy's now in it.
Sure.
Which, do we think the girlfriend comes back? We
I
didn't
don't-
see her.
I don't think we're going to see the pregnant lady again. The one that got away.
I think it's a one-off.
Yeah, I think she's a one-off character. And I thought it was, like, in the movie, you think she's coming back?
Well, it would be bad writing if she didn't, because they made her up to be too important to just have her.
Oh, because we spent so much time with her and stuff?
Yeah, you need to give characters like a proper.
Also, her whole
feel like they
family
intend
got
to
skinned
bring her
alive.
back.
Yeah.
I can argue, though, that what, sorry?
Her whole family essentially got skinned alive.
Sure, and that's
Yeah.
definitely an arc for a character to start on.
I was going to ask, Erin Kellyman, when she leaves, she kills that infected, in the weeds or whatever, or when she leaves. Was that the guy that got infected?
Yeah. It was
Is
the
that
guy
who that,
who
I
they
was
left
wondering if that was him
behind, yeah.
coming back, and then, that's
the
what.
guy, Kellyman?
Oh, from the group that the pregnant lady is from.
Which that was pretty gnarly. We haven't seen an actual infection like that for a while. I guess with the priest in the first part.
Sure. Oh, wait, who was coming back?
There was the old guy they left behind, and then he sprayed the blood when he stabbed him, and then he turned. I figured that was him that she kills.
Got it. Okay, yeah. Okay. So my argument for why she doesn't come back is that she's just a POV shift for us because our protagonist is throughout the trilogy will be this young boy. What's his name? Spike?
Spike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy Spike.
Jimmy.
Yeah. So like having that person like view him and around, she can just live within that one contained thing. Is my argument. You're saying it's bad writing if she doesn't come back in the third?
Yeah.
But she works within this. We agree that she works within this. So if
Yeah.
there's never going to be a third movie and there never was a first movie, does this work on its own? You're saying no now because you're saying in the series you want something to recur, like it's episode 3 of this,
I mean, she felt like a character who was going to come back later for a reason. And
I mean, they gave her a hero moment. Doesn't that kind of foreshadow a future appearance?
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about things standing on their own, but like it's fine if something doesn't if it's not supposed to.
Yeah.
Like if we're making another one, like what is the point of talking in hypotheticals?
They didn't know that the third
Yeah.
one would get made. The second one was already in production.
Yeah.
When the first one did.
Yeah,
really
but they
well.
were always intending to, at least, and it's like
3
you know what,
scripts were written by Alex Garland
we're
at the
gonna
beginning.
we're gonna write optimistically.
Yeah, I would rather have them, even if this doesn't do well enough for them. I thought they already greenlit the third one
3
based
is
on the
greenlit.
early
It
reactions
is.
to this one, even though this one I'm hearing is not meeting box office desired levels or
Because
whatever.
they released it in January.
Yeah. But I'd rather have them not make a third one. I want a third one, but I'd rather have them not make a third one and have written it knowing what they were going to do, because that's like the opposite of the fucking David Gordon Green Halloween trilogy where they didn't have
My
any-
understanding, all 3 have been written. It's done.
Yeah, so
They just gotta film
I'd
it.
rather
Garland
have.
came in with 3 scripts. That's been reported.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad that that's the way they're approaching it, rather than trying to like squeeze 3 movies out of a movie that was intended to be standalone, like the Halloween trilogy.
I guess she could, and this is me trying to argue for why she isn't going to come back. If she comes back, I'll clearly I'm wrong. But her function within this story of like, oh, I would like to see him off with like an older female person who could kind of help him through the world, since we know he has this like mommy stuff from the last movie, but like that lady being like no, and then punching him in the stomach, like that was the right move for her.
Yeah.
And in the moment I was like, how dare you do that to Spike? But it was like,
Yeah.
when you think about it holistically, it was the smartest thing she could have done.
Yeah.
But then they give us that at the end of the movie anyways, because it's him with, Red Jimmy, whatever we call her.
I
Kelly.
think one of the things that made it seem like
Yes.
one of the things that not only did they they don't drop you into like people's points of view just willy-nilly, like when she's up in the rafters and the camera's like kind of just on her, and that's a full-on like point of view shift. It's not like they did that with every one of those characters. They all three of them, even the one who like fights back, who is Andy Serkis's son. I learned his name is like Louis something Serkis. But anyway, he gets his like little action hero moment before he gets killed, but like you don't really shift to his point of view in the same way.
I agree with that.
Because he's not when you shift to someone who's like in a different spot than everyone else, and it's just them, that's definitely like a point of view shift. Because
I feel like this is like really not even a bait, because it's just like, these are 3 scripts that exist, and here's a character that was like introduced and we don't know what happens to her. I mean, yeah.
I think the big thing is that when he was lying about killing her, that's a perfect plant where it's almost like the Chekhov's gun thing. Like you're having a character lying about killing someone and knowing that they're going to be in trouble if you find out they're lying. You expect that moment to eventually, and I'm not faulting it for not happening in the middle movie of a trilogy. I think it would be fine if it ends up happening in a third movie, but that all goes out the window with the way that group of characters ended up. But I would have expected, I think that was one of the main things that made me think she was going to have to come back, because she's going to come back. He said he killed her, but then what would be the worst thing to happen out of that? She's
still alive, and but that's not what they did. And they did set that expectation up, but they didn't do that. The bait I want to have though is, why doesn't he fucking kill the kid when he fucks up like that? That doesn't work for me. Like, that character seems like he would.
Well, I think he wants another finger. He doesn't want to lose one before he could actually have one back.
Well, isn't that his moral compass? Is what
old Nick?
What old Nick? Do.
Yeah, and then I think the actress's name, Erin Kellyman, right? But the character.
It's Kelly. It's Jimmy, but it's Kelly. She goes by Kelly.
Jimmy. Okay, so Jimmy Kelly comes in. This is like one, I guess, writing aspect I had an issue with in hindsight, was that if she hadn't just gone out wandering around and had not seen Ralph Fiennes in his bone temple and thought that he was Satan, and then she goes at that exact time, she wouldn't have come back and suggested, let's go meet. No, don't just listen to him in your head. Let's go meet him in person, because that's the only reason that Spike didn't get killed.
They're near somebody who has built a very conspicuous thing.
Yeah,
and he's always out there trying to commune with nature, and we see him hanging out he's willing to fall asleep in the grass next to Samson, which I also didn't get. He was just willing to die.
That's what it seemed. Yeah, that's
cool.
Yeah, but no,
sure.
What did she go out there for?
I thought she was sent out there. Wasn't Jimmy the main?
Jimmy had her scout ahead for something, but I can't remember what.
Yeah, so she was scouting for their whatever purposes and just happened to find the Bone Temple. Apparently, they had never. I mean, the way they talked about it, they had never seen it before.
Well, we need to see a map, because when Spike runs away from the island, he's going one direction towards all these rocks, and they're clearly coming from a different direction, and they must be moving towards where the Bone Temple is in relation to, which is a completely separate location from the rocks they meet the Jimmies on, the Bone Temple, and then the island.
Well, so you're just agreeing that they've never seen the Bone Temple before?
I don't think many people
Anybody
have.
taking this?
Nope.
Do it. get in there. And,
So, yeah, I just felt like it was a little bit. There it goes. Almost didn't fall.
almost didn't fall, everyone. He's getting better at this, and we should all applaud him and how this is going.
Oops, took a few too many there, but
Hey, we need. This is like a European sponsor we need.
yeah,
So I get that out there. I know we do numbers in Europe.
it just seemed convenient that she just stumbles up. You know, I can buy stumbling upon it, but then that it has such a profound ramification as far as like, because Spike would have been killed without that intervention. So that seemed like a bit of a plot contrivance for convenience's sake.
Yeah, I get, but there are a couple things where it's like theoretically, Ray Fiennes was gonna let the Jimmies go if he hadn't recognized Spike, because then his plan changes when he's like, "Oh wait, that's Spike under the mask," and it's like,
God, that's my favorite scene.
How
why?
did he recognize him?
Well, why is it your favorite?
Yeah.
Then we can go to how do you recognize him?
I just the emotional when he realizes it's Spike, and then they have that connection again. I was like, God damn, this movie's beautiful. I had the same at the end of the first one when the mom dies too. I was just like, God damn.
Can we talk about
No.
how we feel this movie engages with like the subject of childhood?
Like
'Cause
childhood
I
trauma?
feel like there's a few different things going on with like, you know, childhood, fatherhood, and whatnot. Because, you know, Sir Jimmy is kind of in a perpetually arrested childhood. You know, everything, pretty much everything they discuss, they're the only shows he are like the only TV shows he remembers are
Teletubbies?
like Teletubbies and all the stuff, you know, Jimmy Savile did. And
You can say Spike's inverse. He was forced to grow up, in a sense.
Yeah.
Well, because they
Spike's-
start with the Teletubbies and end with the
They're-
Teletubbies in the first one.
he's-
You're saying Spike's reverse because he's only been in the
Well,
bad. Now
he's saying that Jimmy's like not a stunted childhood, but like still thinks is like a child, whereas Spike is because of losing his mom and going on his own. He's like forced to be an adult.
He's yeah. Sir Jimmy is like hung up on. Is first of all hung up on his childhood, and second of all, like he never really had the opportunity to progress around it because like he didn't have any adults around. It was just him.
Are you showing
Or-
empathy for this guy? This piece of shit that the devil doesn't even care about?
Like
I'm just wondering how he-
Devil let him down.
He's not human. You're not supposed to see them as humans.
That's
I
that's
don't
that's
actually
like,
believe what I'm saying. Continue, sorry.
That's like what's, you know, that's they. So I think that if there's like a central theme, a central heart of this movie is I suppose like that there was the notion of there being some, you know, grand tragedy in childhood that either shapes and changes you or makes sure that in a certain way you'll never move beyond childhood. So there's like two opposite sorts of things that can happen, and like you've
I burped a little bit like a child, just so that we're clear about what that was.
All right.
Bubbly. Yeah, I think it's definitely these two movies are dealing with childhood and like a young boy becoming a man through the course of his
you know
traverses through the zombie world.
there's this kind of notion that children represent the future, and like there have been a lot of debates on why, you know, birth rates are going down, and
Because the future is not looking bright, and so as
and
only like 7% of the world is,
and also without like some sort of grand vision of where children belong in the world, you know, this being a more secular world, but also like a less optimistic one, or one that doesn't really have like a notion of what our children are going to build. Because so we have Spike, who it represents the future in a world where there isn't a future, at least a Britain where there isn't one. And it's
Wait, are you trying to draw a parallel between declining birth rates in the world, where 93% of the world is not having births at replacement rate? It's like 7% of the world is, or something like that, and zombies?
well
The zombies are 28.
I am thinking more broadly about the the kind of post 70s notion of no future, as Johnny Rotten put it. That's another British reference.
Okay. Dear Kirkland Farx, do you have hope for the future? I believe
For this
the
movie
children
or
of
for real
our
life right
future.
now?
Keep them well, let them stay.
Oh, in case
I'll
of the
see
movie,
what
I don't know. Is one
Like-
zombie being okay gonna change the world? I don't know. Samson, is he?
Well, you're
gonna
kind of making a jump there because he's just. I was asking, how do you feel about his declining birth rates being a metaphor, like the thing we're grappling with through zombies. Now you're going, yeah, but is there hope for the future because we can make this zombie talk?
Yeah. Are we talking about the movie or are you talking about real life?
Both things.
We think of
trying to
the
use a
child we see
real
at the
life
end of the
to
film
the
and
movie.
also Spike. And, children in this Britain, you don't have them planning, okay, we're going to be saving up for their college fund.
What were you saying? Movie
Kids
19?
are just something that happens.
Oh, I was just
because
answering him.
Two
Yeah.
desperate people connected,
What?
and it's not like they have any high hopes for them.
No, I agree. I
Well, I
agree at
mean-
least with that.
I think in the movie the future's a lot more brighter. The virus is contained, more or less.
I think
It's
the,
Well,
just this
I
one
feel like that's
section.
undercut by what
Samson feels.
what Ray Fiennes. I keep calling him Ray Fiennes. His character has a name. It's
Kelson.
Kelson.
Yeah.
What Kelson says when he's explaining what the world used to be like when it made sense, when there was a general stable sense of things.
Yeah, but
And
my only problem.
He speaks of it as in the past tense, like he barely remembers it.
Yeah, but my only problem here is he's choosing to stay in this general area and make this giant cemetery. I mean,
Well,
he
you
could get out if
can't
he
leave
wanted
England.
to.
He cares for the people, and yeah,
He's
right, he can
respecting
rank it out.
the dead.
Yeah, but the whole world isn't dying. That's the problem. It's this small section of Britain that's.
And he's kind of accepting where he is. Sorry.
Well, that raises a question that I, even watching 28-1, I'm like, why, if I'm understanding correctly, that, and I think we're all in agreement that it is just, the rest of the world is fine.
Yeah.
Right? Why don't, are people not allowed to leave? Are we just, I mean, I can buy that if that's what I'm.
Well, isn't that what the Swedish guy basically says in the first one? He says people come here and you never come back, or you're never allowed back, and you get stuck here.
Well, okay, you mean like when they're going through the big gate? Or
Well, he says that when he goes, we were warned if we get stuck on this island, you never come back.
Oh, maybe he was talking about the island as a. I thought they were talking about just their
The British Isle.
their
remember?
thing outside, within the gate. But they're talking about the entire.
Yeah.
island. Okay.
Because
I can buy that.
I think the world doesn't want to trust if they get someone through, it'll spread. So they're
Yeah.
just cutting.
That was
cutting
kind
it.
of my
So if you get
assumption,
stuck
but I
there, you're
didn't-
fucked.
I thought when I heard that, that's kind of like the only direct reference to it, and I thought they were talking about their community. But so that's I guess that answers the question. But also so what else is he gonna do? He's
Yeah.
gonna have you can't go anywhere, and you're gonna have the closest semblance to a home that you can have, I guess, right?
He's also profoundly optimistic because he still sees humanity in the zombies, and that's what he cares about, preserving their bodies even into their death. His bone temple is in respect of their
Man, Ray
humanity.
Fiennes dancing with Samson was not on my bingo card.
Like,
Another great scene.
Is he at all worried about if Samson
He is at first. Then after he does he starts to notice after the first two encounters that he's starting to relax to him.
Well, and he's cleaning up his wounds so
Yeah.
that he shows him it's like an animal that gets hurt in a movie, and then
Yeah, so he realizes he's warming up to him, but he doesn't even say that he's taking a gamble laying next to him. He goes, and then he wakes up. He's like, "Oh, I'm still attached."
And he was gonna kill him at the end, and right before he said moon.
Yeah, then
he
we
was
all
gonna
gasped.
Yeah,
recognize him. Yeah.
Make him sleep forever, yeah.
Did I gasp?
I don't know if you did. You're eating them chicken tenders.
Well, look,
Those
so
easy.
28-1 and Bone Temple both have, I feel like,
Great
what could be, huh?
Sorry.
Great wood.
Let Nick go. You don't
Yeah,
wanna
sure.
lose-
Although
Finish your
Samson's
joke.
cock was a little smaller, and that's when I was kind of
Because
disappointed.
he wasn't as aggressive.
Yeah, it was definitely smaller in this one, right?
As he stopped being
Oh, so the
cock
rage
got smaller.
virus is like
Great.
does
Like, would you
Viagra.
I
take
figured it
rage
was
virus
colder
over
out.
Viagra? Would you take rage virus if it were Viagra? Like,
No.
I'm gonna be angry, but I'm gonna have a great boner.
no.
I'm ready for it.
No.
Could you imagine Bob Dole in that commercial? He does the backflip and then like, come here, honey. I'll never be president. You know.
Yeah.
All right.
It didn't work for him. So.
Yeah. I mean, he did that backflip. In
They
the
both
Viagra
had
commercial.
what I
Dole.
would interpret as like signs of optimism, because the 28-1 had an infected gave birth to a totally fine baby.
Oh,
Yeah, are they gonna go back to that? Is that baby just
See,
okay
that's
now?
another
This is
thing.
a great
Yeah.
point. You're
That's
making.
why I remember the threads. There's
The
going to
third
be
one
the
is
baby's
gonna
got
be
to
the baby,
intersect
yeah.
again.
You can't just leave those things.
I
like
want
if
a happy ending in 3. Like they fixed the
yeah,
virus.
Yeah, because
yeah.
that's. I mean,
We get a mentally cured but still infected mother like raising the healthy human child.
No, that her zombie was like.
But
She gone.
a separate one.
Oh sure.
What was he? What
A
was he using her
different
bones
zombie.
for? Was he building a chair or something?
Something. Yeah, it looked like
I
it
say,
didn't look like a
was
chair,
it the
but
pelvic
something
bone
big.
or something?
Yeah.
He was building something
there was
with
a
it.
pelvis in there.
Why were you so sure that it was a pelvis?
Because I saw the. I just.
It
I saw
looked like a pelvis.
It looked like a pelvis.
We're talking about a chair that.
Yeah, it looked like it could be the base for
Cool, man.
something.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it's the base for a new pillar
Temple.
or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
Probably not, because you saw plenty of those and they're like rooted in the ground. But
Is this the best zombie series?
depends on what you want out of it. If you want something that is a little bit different, a little bit more.
Romero might have had it if it didn't go off the rails. Because
Yeah,
Don and Day are pretty good.
Romero was pretty much his main thing was like working the social commentary into, and not even just with the Dead series. I think he tried to do it in a lot of other things too.
Yeah.
Not everything he did. Like Creepshow is not
It's all
a social
social
commentary,
Crazies as well.
but like with this, I guess mainly with the zombie stuff. But and this is like philosophical, but not like necessarily social commentary. I'm sure you can find social commentary in it, but
This is
it's
about
all
social media, don't you realize?
it's all going to be subjective. Whereas George Romero was always upfront about it. So once the filmmakers stated, like,
I would say implicit in the concept of Creepshow and in the framing device of that film.
oh yeah,
I would say there's something of like there's a notion of a countercultural history, like a countercultural riposte to the nostalgic idea that people had of childhood in the 50s and 60s, and he's like, oh yeah, well I read horror comics that I
Yeah.
was not supposed to.
yeah. Oh, I guess yeah.
Oh, it's like Nick.
What do you mean?
I
Because
watched.
Nick saw a bunch of horror movies he wasn't
And-
supposed to.
Yeah, and like
I mean, didn't we all?
Yeah, and like all of the all of the all of the old EC comic stories, they all had morals. Like they were all about somewhat, except for the one with Stephen King in it. But they were all about someone who deserved it getting it.
Oh sure.
In the movie Creepshow, we're still talking
Yeah.
about. Okay. Yeah.
That's a good point. That is. And that
Sorry
was
to go off on a tangent, but it is rare that I get the opportunity to talk about Creepshow.
Oh yeah.
Nick put you there. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that wasn't EC. Yeah, because like Tales from the Crypt was always that was an actual EC comic in the show. I mean, I didn't read the comics, but I watched the show, and they were always pretty true to the overall storyline of the comics. And
But,
that
like,
was
this-
always
Oh, sorry.
that was always like it's always some like shithead getting their comeuppance at the end of the episode.
So, in relating it to other zombie series, like I would say 28 pound for pound is better than The Walking Dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The TV show?
Well, because there's a lot of The Walking Dead, but like,
It's like a soap opera with a
Yeah.
bit slightly bigger budget and shot at 24 frames, kind of like Yellowstone. Like
yeah, I don't like it when they become soap operatic.
yeah.
Unless it's like I'm just watching
Evil
it.
Dead, I guess, is
Yeah, that's a zombie.
it's not trying for the same sort of thing though.
Yeah, because they're deadites instead of virus rage people, and
I mean, they're broadly zombie movies, you know.
I guess there's three good movies of this, and like 28 Weeks isn't bad. It's just not as good as the other ones, and
Whereas,
it's not canon.
well, the thing is, all the three originals are good, and I think the Evil Dead remake was quite good by the standards of remakes.
I only own the Evil Deads that are remakes, or actually not remakes.
And then the TV show that was good.
Yeah,
so I think.
So there's a lot of good Evil Dead, and he's a big Evil Dead guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I wouldn't qualify it as a zombie series, but because they're possessed.
Yeah, aren't they demons? Yeah.
Different thing.
It's more like Exorcist.
It's
Definitely.
close. Yeah, it's like Exorcist meets zombies.
Is there a different zombie series we should be talking about?
Well,
there's not really.
The original Return of the Living Dead is great,
Okay.
and that's good for like a dark.
I know they made others. I've not seen any.
I've only seen the first one.
Yeah, the second one. So I grew up watching like this.
It's the only. It's the only one I've seen. It's the only one I've seen apart from Bone Temple where you actually do see zombies eating brains, and it's.
Oh yeah, because it is what originated.
Yeah.
That
Is that the one where the black guy gets killed at the end by the cops?
No, that was the original Night of the Living Dead.
The Night of the Living Dead.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
talking about
Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead.
Turns on when they're in the warehouse.
Yeah,
And the girls dancing naked in the graveyard. Incredible stuff.
maybe I haven't seen
Yeah,
this.
I saw that.
Sounds seminal.
The zombie cop takes the police radio and asks for more cops.
Yeah, they get on the dispatch, like, because it's darkly comedic. Like, the sequel, I saw the sequel as a kid first, and that's more slapsticky. Like, the humor is more in your face. Like, they have, like, a zombie that looks like Michael Jackson. Oh, because, like, Thriller had just come, like, when they're all getting, like, electrocuted at the end. It was goofy, and as a kid, I'm like, I liked it. But then the first one as a kid, because I saw that, I was still a kid when I saw that. I was 9, I think. I got the VHS in my Easter basket and watched the naked graveyard dancing scene in
Like
the
on the family TV with your family around you?
Yeah, because I did.
Wow.
Yeah. On Easter morning.
I remember, obviously, as the Farx brother. We all remember.
sure.
it.
Y'all remember?
That one, like the humor, you
Mom was
don't
upset.
almost realize as a kid. It doesn't seem like it's funny, but the humor is a little more subtle, and it's better for that. So that the first one is like great for that reason. As a series, it's not a great series though. So if we're only talking about a good zombie series,
I've only seen the first one of those.
Wait.
Yeah.
Can we? There is a bait here. Evil Dead is a zombie thing. You say Evil Dead is a possession thing. So one of you has to be right. One of you has to be wrong.
No one gets out.
Well, we want to bait
the
this
thing
now,
is
or
the
do we
fir-
want to bait it at Evil Dead Burn?
Well, we'll see if we get there. I'm excited for Evil Dead Burn.
I mean, first of all, the fact that Dead is in the name Deadites to start with is like that's kind of hinting at these are meant to be kind of like more mystical and zombie adjacent. Although the evil that animate the Kandari spirits that animate them, I mean, occasionally they can do more
Are they
when
really
the story
called Kandari
requires.
spirits?
Kandarian demons.
Kandari,
Yeah.
yeah.
What
Yeah.
fucking language are you speaking?
It's made up.
Okay, Kandarian.
I need more of the. God damn it.
They have new abilities as the story requires, and also they can use trees to rape people.
Well, I was thinking.
Well, that's the
fucks
big
a lady
thing.
in the movie, right?
You could say it is more broadly supernatural and demonic, but like the first things we see animating it are like two dead people.
Yeah.
It happens. If you haven't seen the first one.
I haven't,
Henrietta
jeez. Guess I'll be seeing
Linda.
that tonight.
Oh yeah.
You're not-
Yeah, in the sense of like, it's individual people who turn one by one into something.
And it's most frequently the dead.
But you
Yeah,
also
but-
don't like turn by being bitten.
But that's also
Evil
I was
Dead.
gonna say vampires are also turn, but you don't. There's overlap. It's a Venn diagram.
Well, I guess it's just funny that there's not like there's a lot of zombie movies. There aren't many zombie series.
Yeah.
There's a lot of vampire movies. There's a couple of vampire series, probably more than zombie.
Mostly Dracula.
Vampire? Did you say vampire series?
There's like vampire series.
Are there?
And
Well,
but there aren't as many zombie series as
there's Dracula and adjacent Castlevania,
Mm.
Buffy the
Twilight,
Vampires,
Fright Night.
Buffy
Fright
the Vampire
Night.
Slayer, and
But we can think of multiple series. Whereas when we thought of zombies, we thought of a bunch of silly ones. George Romero, who's like the originator of it, and then The Walking Dead, which is a TV show. So I don't know. More zombies. Give me more.
Do you want more zombies for 2026?
No, not really. The other thing that we kind of highlighted here is that the Evil Dead franchise has elasticity to where it can be like goofy, silly, culty, and then also super serious like Evil Dead Rise. And Chucky can kind of do the same thing. 28 can't. It has elasticity in how it can like present its story, but it is very much like that you have to believe that that character exists within reality, and there's nothing silly. I don't know.
It could change, but because that's what they did. I mean, franchises have done that. Like, they deliberately went
Silly.
well. Like we were just talking about Return of the Living Dead, they went silly, and that's the closest thing to a direct sequel the first Return of the Living Dead has, because it does have some returning actors. The two guys here in the warehouse come back in the second one, but they're playing different characters. But they're co-workers again, but they're grave robbers. So they just leaned into it and just made it as goofy as possible. And like, so that's one degree of it. To an even more degree, higher degree, like I think of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 was intended as a comedy.
Wild ass movie.
What's that?
That's a wild ass movie.
Yeah, so like you can do it. You can do anything you want, but like, yeah, would it work for 28 days? No, but like it you could also argue it doesn't work.
Well, I mean, we saw that with the stinger at the end of part 1. Everyone was pissed.
It was
I guess,
silly,
yeah.
but then they didn't really match that tone. But they're not gonna do like a Freddy's Dead 28 days later, you know.
Yeah.
we did discuss in part 1 how this movie had more black humor in it. Was it Kirk who brought that up? Or?
Black humor?
Like dark humor in this movie, Bone Temple versus the first one.
Nick.
Was this one funnier than the first one? Was this one intentionally funnier than the first one? Because they must think the dongs are funny in both of them.
Yeah, how are you not laughing at the dongs?
Yeah,
You got
but
a
that
couple
doesn't
British
mean
guys
it's
making-
funny. It's not inherently funny. I think
So
people laugh
funny.
at dongs.
I would love to, I would never want to be the casting person, but I want to hear them go.
In
"We need
real
to see your
life,
dong."
the thing is, in real life, I do think that way. Like, nothing inherently funny about a penis, but when you see a penis on
Flopping
screen,
around.
Yeah.
a penis on screen, there's something,
Especially on
there's
the
something
zombie.
comical. But I suppose in part because you see it so rarely, particularly compared to female nudity.
yeah.
But it's I don't know. Like
What is-
we're a bunch of people with dicks.
We're on
and,
video now, you know
like,
that, right?
Our dicks dicks are kind of funny looking. Like they look like a lot of other things. They look like a summer sausage or
All right.
When
Or-
I'm
or
depressed, I just look at mine and
a
laugh.
big rubber bat.
Big rubber bat.
Like Toad from Super Mario.
Yeah,
Imagine doing
dicks
that
are,
with a dick.
dicks are funny. I'm always up for dicks in a movie. And
We know.
that's all.
Possessor Uncut.
I had
Oh
nothing.
man, when
Say
this-
uncut
this-
when you talk about dicks.
Well, also there's
the movie Possessor Uncut.
the inherent playfulness, I think, also of the Iron Maiden scene to talk about things that aren't penises.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Although
So
I
it's
suppose
silly.
I suppose the big bone tower does look like a penis, but so do a lot of things. But anyway,
Owner Temple.
Discussing the Iron Maiden scene, that was like that was pretty fun and wild.
I want to
Not
show that to like
something-
my father even because I feel as though boomers would be able to get into like.
I mean, they're like there were boomers were the original Maiden fans. Like
That's true, I suppose. Huh?
it would be like later period boomers, the ones born in the late 50s and early 60s.
Speaking of that scene, I saw a funny Reddit comment today. Someone brought up how did that track is on the album is like number 5. So somebody asked if you put the
It's-
record on,
on side 2.
It's on side 2, and the guy was like, because on Spotify, I don't know where it would be, and then I looked it up on Wikipedia. It's the first song on side 2, so it would have played right away.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
it's a fun thing to think about, though, how he did that.
He probably flipped the record. They probably showed us too him flipping the record when he's. Like,
I don't know if they ever do. They see it. He packs the record thing up, but I guess
Yeah.
you never see him hook it up.
All right.
God, what a great scene.
Loved it. There's a great movie this year already. Last year, that was one of the great movies last year. I don't know if it would rank in my top 10. I didn't do a top 10 because I don't care like that. And we're gonna, cover the last year movie after this.
And I mean, I might say that myself, and that I liked the last one too, but yet like it might not be in my top 10 of 2025, and it was a really strong year. I thought.
I'm trying to finish that list because now I saw no other choice finally. So.
Oh sure.
But like I told Kirk, I don't know when I'll see Just an Accident or Surratt. Those are the last 2 award movies I got to see.
I don't feel the urge to see the homework movies by the time they tell me the homework's due. I didn't get into liking
And Testament of Anne Lee still isn't out, so I haven't seen that. But I don't think that'll be in my top 10.
About the Quakers.
I heard it's a wild ass movie.
Is there anything about religion that's worth talking about? Relates to this movie?
Well, I was gonna say that's a huge strong point.
Yeah,
is
but I
religion.
mean,
This
but
movie?
is it?
Well, yeah, that's. I mean.
But he
the Jimmies are
misinterprets it
Satanists.
though. Yeah, but he misinterprets it. He's not really mentioning religion. He's just mentioning that his dad might have been the devil who brought zombies in. But then he
But
never.
it's a thing to think about that religion, even though there's a virus, religion is still being practiced no matter what you believe in.
And used
Sure.
in negative ways, some might say.
But he only recites his own scripture, though. He never actually recites anything from what we would consider, I don't know, what's a devil Bible? I don't know.
Yes, but perhaps that's saying something about the origin of religion and how it transcends any particular holy books, and can be made to encompass, the sort of playful, like, ooh, we're the devil, we're gonna get you, stuff like Iron Maiden.
Yeah, but I think it would have been more effective if he wasn't schizophrenic. And then that's the part where he's not really. Is he?
I saw that brought up
yeah.
on Reddit that they're thinking he's schizophrenic, but is
He's
that really?
definitely schizophrenic.
Is he technically? I really don't know.
He hears voices that only he can hear. Only the devil talks.
But we don't know that he's telling the truth.
What does he mean by talking to people? Does he mean
that's
like
how
way people
he
say they talk to
solves
God?
the equation. That's how Kelson. Isn't that why he solves it? Because he knows it's psychosis. That's the through line.
God, another great scene. This whole movie's great.
Oh wait, I thought we were talking about Jimmy, Sir Jimmy.
Yeah, but
Sir Jimmy has psychosis or has schizophrenia.
Schizophrenic, which gives Kelson the idea that it's was it like a brain issue? Not the rage virus is not just physical or something else, but it's a mental thing that he could treat. That's how he gets.
I remember that he figured out there's a psychotic aspect to it, and they shortly before that they hinted at that by showing Samson's point of view of
the face he sees.
Yeah, was it shortly before, or was it that wasn't near the beginning? That
was the beginning.
Okay, for some reason I thought it was just a few minutes before, but I'm also so that's probably why.
Weren't there poppy fields at one point in this?
Somebody brought that up. I didn't.
Is that just because Kelson's the Wizard of Oz? You hear one reference to the Wizard of Oz every day, Mrs. Farx.
So, but he, regardless of when it happened, they teed that up by showing him picture the guy who was out hunting as a demonic or something, and he has to kill this guy because he sees him as a threat.
He's the Wizard of Ossuary.
Oh, you're talking about how the rage virus people... Yes.
That's the first time we got the point of view of the rage virus. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was cool to see the point of view of the zombie.
It was just teeing up what Kelson figures out later. But, yeah, I don't remember if Kelson was directly steered toward thinking of psychosis by Sir Jimmy. Is that what you're saying?
I think I disagree with you because it happens so late in the movie when he has the conversation with Sir Jimmy that he's already working on the morphine, and then I think you could be correct that he talks about adding in this antipsychotics.
Yeah, that's why he adds it in, because he realizes Jimmy gives him the idea of, oh, you're right, I'm thinking of it too much as a physical thing. I have to think about it as a mental thing.
What's the stuff he blows on him? Is it LSD? hallucinant, I would assume.
Same
Something
thing.
he has.
Cocktail drug.
Yeah. Same thing that Una Chaplin blew on.
Chaplin?
What's his name? Stephen Lang in Avatar. Which he blows the thing on him.
Oh, yeah.
And then he
Scopolamine.
gets all horny for it. You haven't seen Avatar Fire and Ass yet?
That's a horny movie, man.
It's it's kind of weird to watch with kids because it's like they don't show anything, but like,
But
damn,
you know.
this 30-year-old woman, this 60-year-old guy who are blue things are seeming like they want to connect their tails and do the
But
Pandora slide.
Do the boomer and his Filipina girlfriend meme.
But do the boomer and his Filipina girlfriend meet?
Meme.
Oh, I don't. Wait, what is that? I've
You ever seen it?
It's
No.
kind of the big online meme referring to this movie specifically.
Oh.
They show a picture of those two characters and are like
Yeah.
Boomer and his Filipina girlfriend.
Okay, cool. I haven't seen that version. Of,
Have you
I've
seen the Lockjaw one? That one's pretty
the
funny.
Lockjaw and Bavino looking the same? Not. I don't want to. It's not related to Bone Temple.
Well, it looks like Stephen Lang's character, and it says, "Do you like blue girls or something?"
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Wait, who's
Stephen Lang is the bad guy in 1, and he
Yeah.
comes back as a blue thing in 2 and 3.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it wasn't that. It was,
Okay. Sorry, spoilers
Lockjaw?
for Avatar 2
Right,
and 3.
one better
what,
than
was
another.
Kelson's girlfriend or wife in the picture? Was she?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Is
She was
that,
in
what,
there.
is that what we're talking
So
about?
theoretically, she died, and he's just been carrying
Yeah.
on his love of humanity
Oh,
because
okay.
he's such a good
I
guy.
didn't recall her nationality, so that I was thrown.
Oh,
off by the
like does he
Filipina thing.
have? Yeah.
Yeah.
My neighbor back there. He's like probably 50-ish,
Uh-huh.
and then
So your Gen X neighbor. Yep.
No, no. These people. He's a cool, nice guy.
These people.
But like the meme that exists because when we were having water issues, like when we went around like knocking on every quadrant doors
Sure, you went and told people.
to see like is it coming from your place, and it met that guy that way. And then he came over here like last week because he's having like water pressure issues. So we've talked a couple times.
Yeah.
But he will mention that like you probably see my wife around. She's a little Filipino gal. Like it's the thing. These guys will go and marry. Like yeah.
And like things can be taken out of the canon as like 28 Weeks Later was.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it, so I can't relate to 28 years.
I've tried to rewatch it and I haven't gotten through, even though I own it. I have supposedly owned
Which one?
the 28 Weeks because I've owned that 2-disc
I
set.
have
where-
that too.
Yeah, and that's supposedly rare now, but it's not good because like I think they've upscaled 28 Weeks now to where it actually looks good, haven't they? Like it looks
I'm
better
not
on
sure. I
Netflix
know.
than it does on
I know
Blu-ray.
Days has them upscale because I don't think you physically can, according to you.
28 days later.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think you can physically. You can try. I don't think it'll work.
Like, does Days look better on Netflix or off of a Blu-ray right now?
Oh, you're talking about upscaling.
Yes.
I thought you meant you couldn't get like a physical copy, but
No,
Also
upscaling.
true.
Yeah, no, that shit was like SD. Like, that shit was shot at like 720 by.
So there's just nothing.
all but the mansion scene, right? Because you can see the aspect ratio changes when he gets to the mansion.
It does.
I noticed that somebody brought that up, and I noticed it when I rewatched
Huh.
it in theaters. That it completely, you can tell the camera changes when the mansion part happens.
Oh, huh? Does it go wider or does it go?
It seems more grander. It's not as like handheld feeling.
Oh, okay.
So he definitely changes it up. I didn't
Check
notice
this on
that.
your discs. Put your discs in and check
Either way,
that.
though, it was still I think digital, and either way, back then it would have been limited, even if it was a different camera.
It'll look like Traffic. You ever see that movie? It looks like crap.
Well, they
seen
did,
parts of it.
did,
It's been
did
a
they
while.
use different cameras at different parts of that movie?
I'm not much of a Soderbergh guy.
I think
Really?
that's true. Well, we were watching it on a
I
Blu-ray
I
on a
find
4K
him to be
player.
something of an arid formalist.
You ever watch like Michael, like the old, not old, but like the 2000s Michael Mann stuff where he was just blowing his load with all these digital cameras?
It's like Miami Vice.
Miami Vice looks like absolute shit.
Okay, what if Soderbergh is an arid formalist? Michael Mann is what? Horny and ready to bang a bunch of different ethnicities and them like it because he's 80 and accomplished. Sorry, what is your pithy, like, intellectual comment?
Well, I think it might be fair to say that Michael Mann is that, particularly as his career advanced.
An arid formalist?
Well,
A dry person who just sticks to formulas?
I mean, formula, not in terms of sticking to formulas, but like somebody who is like primarily interested in the craft part of his craft, as opposed to like the meaningfulness of art. Something that's
Connecting with
like,
the soul versus connecting with, look at the cool lens I use. Because I was just listening to the director's movie we're going to talk about after this, and he was talking about getting lenses from the 50s. So I was like, oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Any last thoughts before
You
wrap
had
this up?
the devil tangent. Where
Yeah.
You,
Oh,
think
do
the
we
devil
think the devil
exists?
exists in this?
No.
Well,
The universe?
Yeah, do we think the real devil exists in this universe?
well, heavy metal music does, and that's his music. So sure.
Cool.
Like I saw the song credits at the end. The Number of the Beast by Iron Maiden, written by Satan.
Devil's real.
Go watch it. See the credits. I'm not lying. I wouldn't lie to you.
I don't.
Anybody else? Anybody else can answer the question?
Top that?
let's start at the top.
All right.
I
Have a good night.
So.
Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN. Join us next time for another bait.
I love referring to Mrs. Farx as a spicy Latina.
Our friend Jonathan Ross.
Our friend
is-
Jonathan Ross has.
He's not quite a boomer.
Yes, your dear friend Jonathan Ross has a.
When our friend-
Jonathan,
man,
don't worry. We won't tell them you're here.
Yeah, we're cutting
Yeah.
At
that.
least he'll have police protection. No, just so you zoom in on his face. Oh man!
No. If
I knew it was somehow going to get to that, and we tried our. We did pretty good.
We
We stayed away from it most of the way.
I'd give him a
do we
room.
think the devil exists in this series? Sorry, you want to make it Jonathan?
I
We'll
was
talk
just
about
gonna say,
the devil later.
I'd give him a room, but then I would secretly pump. I'd run a hose from my car under the door. I'd do
You
a
do the thing at the beginning of Midsummer.
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, like, it's,
Where is this going?
you would not want to threaten such a thing to anyone. Obviously, you want people to get do justice. Or,
Sure, I'm saying in my head canon.
Sure. Your head.
Not that you're
canon.
planning it out.
And things can be taken out of the canon, as 28 Weeks Later was.